Welcome. In this video, we'll be continuing with the chapter number 2, polynomials for class 10th. Now we are to learn a new concept, that is roots of quadratic equation and relationship with the coefficients. So starting with this, we need to first of all assume the standard form of the quadratic polynomial. So quadratic polynomial is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. This is the standard form. As we have the quadratic polynomial, the degree has to be 2. In the previous video, we did learn that the number of zeros of a polynomial is equal to the degree of the polynomial. Here the degree is 2, so the number of zeros will be 2. So let us say that the two zeros are alpha and beta. So now we are to learn the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of the quadratic polynomial. So the sum of the zeros, that is if we add both the zeros or both the roots, they'll be equal to minus b by a. Now what is minus b by a? Minus as it is, that is the negative sign. B is basically the coefficient of x and a is coefficient of x square. Similarly, when we are to calculate the product of the two roots, we are to multiply the two roots, that is alpha into beta, and that will be equals to c by a. Now what is c by a? C is basically the constant term and a is the coefficient of x square. So now we'll resume with our exercise 2.2 and we'll start discussion with the sum number 1, and we'll discussing few of the difficult problems in the question number 1. The rest will be your assignment. Now we'll start with question number 1. The statement is, find zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So the third part, the question is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Now as we can see that this equation is not in the standard form, because in the standard form we need to have first the quadratic term, then the linear term, and then the constant term. We have the quadratic term first, then the constant term, then the linear term. These have been interchanged. So first of all, we'll write the above polynomial in the standard form. Now we need to find the roots of this quadratic polynomial by splitting middle term. So how we can do that? The coefficient of quadratic term is considered to be 1. The coefficient of the linear term is considered to be 2. And the constant term is considered to be 3. So the very first step is you need to multiply the first and the third term. Multiplying 6 and 3, you will get 18. In the next step, you are to make factors for the product so obtained. So the factors for 18 will be 3 into 3 into 2. So now using these three terms, 3, 3 and 2, you are to make the middle term, and the middle term is minus 7. If we split these, use these factors to make this 3 into 3, 9, 9 minus 2, that is 7. But the middle term is minus 7. We cannot use these factors like this. So what other way we can use is, we need to use this as 2 minus 9 is equals to minus 7. So yes, the middle term is minus 7. We can use the factors as 2 minus 9. So we'll split the middle term as 6x square plus 2x minus 9x minus 3. Now from the first two terms, we can have 2x common. Taking 2x common, will be left with 3x plus 1. From the next two terms, we'll take minus 3 common. Again, you'll be left with 3x plus 1. Now you can see here that 3x plus 1 is the common factor. Taking 3x plus 1 common from the two terms, we'll get 2x minus 3. In order to get the zeros of the polynomial, we need to put the product of the factors equals to 0. So either 3x plus 1 will be equal to 0 or 2x minus 3 will be equals to 0. So x will be equals to minus 1 by 3. Here x will be equals to 3 by 2. So let us say that this root be alpha and this root be beta. So it's your own choice. You could have chosen this as alpha, this as beta. It doesn't matter. So now we have successfully calculated the roots for the above given quadratic polynomial. Now we need to verify these roots with the help of the coefficients of the given polynomial itself. Now rewriting the polynomial 6x square minus 7x minus 3, and we'll compare this with the standard equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c. So on comparison, we can see that the coefficient of x are same, so a is equals to 6. Coefficient of x, that is b, is equals to -7 and the constant term is -3. Now we'll calculate the sum of roots, that is we have to manually add the two roots. The first root is -1/3 and the second root is 3/2. So taking LCM, this will become -2 plus 9 upon 6, this will be 7/6. So we have calculated the sum of two roots. Now we'll verify whether these sum of roots is correct or not. So we have to verify with the help of the coefficients. So sum of roots with the help of the coefficient is obtained as -b/a, minus b is basically the coefficient of x, it is -7, and a is 6, it is again 7/6. So now we can see that the coefficients verify the sum of the roots. Now we'll calculate the product of the roots. So the first root is -1/3 and the second root is 3/2. Cancelling them, you'll get -1/2. So we'll verify the product of the roots with the help of the coefficients, which will be given by c/a. So with the comparison, we know that c is -3 and a is 6. This will be -1/2. So this is how we can obtain the roots of a quadratic equation and verify them with the help of the coefficients. We'll try a few more questions of this type and the remaining parts will be assigned as homework to you. So now I have already taken two sums that are to be discussed right now. The fourth part is 4u square plus 8u. Now you can see that yes, this is a quadratic equation, but it has only two terms. So we cannot split this using the last sum product factor method or the splitting middle term method. So what we are supposed to do, we'll take 4u common from both the terms. You'll get u plus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, so if you put both the factors is equals to 0, either 4u will be equals to 0 or u plus 2 will be equals to 0. From here you'll get u as 0 and u as -2. Let us say alpha is 0 and beta is -2. Now as we have calculated the roots, now we need to verify them with the help of the coefficients. How we'll do that? We'll compare the given polynomial 4u square plus 8u, and let us say that the last constant term be 0 with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c. You can write it in u square also in terms of u even. So by comparing the quadratic terms, you can say that a is 4, b is 8 and c is 0. Now we'll calculate the sum of the roots. One root is 0 and the other root is -2. So sum will be -2. We'll be again calculating the sum of the roots with the help of the coefficients. That will be minus. B is basically 8, the coefficient of the linear term. And then a is coefficient of u square, that is, sorry, this was 8 and this is 4. This will be -2. So we can see now that the sum of the roots is equal either if you simply add them or you verify them with the help of the coefficients. Now we'll be calculating the product of the roots. 1 0 is 0, alpha is 0 and beta is -2. You will get this as 0. If we verify the products by the help of the coefficients, c is 0 and a is 4, it is again 0. So right now we have verified the product of the roots. If we calculate them manually, we can verify them with the help of the coefficients. We'll discuss one more sum. Now this quadratic equation is t square minus 15. So now in this again we'll have two terms, so we cannot use splitting middle term method. So how to calculate the roots from this quadratic polynomial? We'll write it as t whole square minus, and this 15 can be written as root 15's whole square. Now we have the identity a square minus b square. That identity is a minus b into a plus b. This will be written as t minus root 15 into t plus root 15. Now putting these factors is equals to 0. So now either t minus root 15 is equals to 0 or t plus root 15 is equals to 0. You'll get t as plus root 15, and from here you'll get t as under root of minus of root 15. So let us say this root is your alpha and this is your beta. Now comparing your given quadratic polynomial t square minus 15 with the standard form, but before that you must write the missing term. So t square plus 0t, if you write it like this, you are completing the three terms minus 15 with the standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c. Now if we compare the quadratic terms, the a is 1, b is 0 and c is minus 15. Now we have to calculate the sum of the roots. So alpha we have assumed to be under root 15 and beta is minus under root 15. Now the both terms are same but opposite sign, so they'll cancel out and you'll get 0. Again we'll verify the sum of the roots, so that can be done with the help of the coefficients. Minus b is 0 and a is 1, this will be 0. So successfully we have verified the sum of the roots. Next we have to verify the product of the roots. So the very first root is alpha, that is given by root 15, and the second root beta is given by minus of root 15. Multiplying them, square roots cancel out, you'll get minus 15. We'll calculate the product of the roots with the help of the coefficients, that is c by a. Here c is minus 15 and a is 1, this will be minus 15. So the product of roots have been also verified. So this is how we can do such sums. So in the next video we'll be forming the quadratic equation when we are given the sum and the product of the roots.